I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to watch this video. And I want to send a special shout out to my patrons and Twitch subscribers. You guys help me make this channel better. And I want to say, enjoy the show. Alright, so we're going to do a little preamble here. This preamble is something I saw on Public Freakout when I heard this news story. Here, let's actually watch, shall we?
Congresswoman, none of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens?
So, I'm going to actually, we can have the conversation later at another time about mostly the fact that he was actually a Republican plant and he's voted for Donald Trump. He's not somebody who is a fucking Democratic Party faithful. We can also talk about the other times where most people that they don't want peace between Ukraine and Russia. They just are scared that Russia is going to do some crazy shit because for some reason people give Putin a pass for doing crazy shit because, well, Russia has nuclear weapons. And here's the thing. He's fucking crazy enough to threaten people. What the fuck do you think you're gonna... Oh, we're gonna just give him more of this. We're gonna give him more of that. Appeasement never works. Appeasement never works. Appeasement never works. So, the best way to end this situation in Ukraine is for Russia to stop. Go back and leave Ukraine the fuck alone, including Crimea. That's the best way to end this war. Putin has a choice. And since he didn't like his birthday present, he's throwing a fit. Well, Mr. President, happy birthday. You're getting more of fucked up things. And just not to be too bad, to quote Bull of the Fifth Column, Russia can't pre-plan anything. They can't even pre-plan for nightfall. And that's a pun, but it's true because they got rid of their, night vision equipment and all that other shit. But, alright. I played that clip because of a simple thing. We have another person that's walking away from the Democratic Party. Oh, poor Tulsi. Miss still want to kill Muslims or hey, let's keep the drone war going. Miss Tulsi Gabbard, a leftist sort of, but let's go.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness.
Wait. So, first of all, you're friends with Modi in India. You like his policies. He's a fucking fascist. Not only that, the Republicans aren't warmongers. They aren't war hawks. Wait, what? Tulsi. Oh, okay, let's just go.
Who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism.
Tulsi, dog, I'm not saying that you have to be a progressive, but you're not white. You're not. You're from South Asian descent. And when they look at you outside of once they got rid of the war on the people that they think they can win, they're coming for you. And guess what, Tulsi? Guess what? You're a woman too. They're going to come for you after they think they've won the war on the people that they don't like right now. It's the same shit I talk about with fucking Dave Rubin. After they win the war on trans people, Dave, they're coming for gay people again. They've even said they plan on taking away gay marriage. This is what I don't get. Tulsi, you're a brown person. They don't have any distinguishing between this brown person and that brown person. They're going to come for you. And you talk about wokeness. What? Respecting what people ask you to call them? How about you want my respect and I call you a scumbag or a grifter? But sure, you're not one, right? But let's continue.
Who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality.
So, wait. Stop. Wokeness. You're complaining about wokeness with people who want to take somebody's freedom to express themselves. They want to take away the freedom to love whoever you want to love. But the Democratic Party is being oppressive and take away freedoms. It's freedoms until you have the freedom to do what I want you to do, right? Right? But let's continue.
Who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans.
Wait, did you guys hear that? Dog whistles? Oh, yeah, you hear the dog whistles. What do you mean demonize the police? They show pictures of cops doing shit they should not be doing. Why is that so hard? We know why it's hard, and we know what you're playing into. But let's continue.
Who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war.
How? How are the Democrats dragging people closer to nuclear war? Please, if a Republican, if a conservative can actually tell me, how is it that the Democrats are dragging us closer to nuclear war? But I'll never forgive her for her family for leading the fight against the same-sex marriage in Hawaii. Oh, no. It's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. But let's go.
Now, I believe in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people.
What about the brown people? What about the women that want to have abortion rights? What about, I don't know, the people that are atheists, that doesn't believe in your religion? What about that, Tulsi?
Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite.
Wait. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry, I'm confused. I'm confused about this. Because, how? Just how? There are no Republicans that are part of the elite. There are no Republicans that are part of the moneyed interests. I'm still trying to figure out how that works. Okay, sure. So, wow. And you know what? It's been one person that has literally been pounding a fucking drum.
If you can
Against motherfucking Tulsi Gabbard for years. And people have given her shit about this. People says, oh no, you're wrong. But every time, except for just one person, every time, this person has gotten the shit right. And she gets hell for it. And not to say that I believe in everything that she says or I agree with her 100%. But yeah. We're gonna talk about this one. Let's just capture that picture. All right, let's go.
Can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country. Now I invite you to join me.
Tulsi Gabbard announced what, honestly, most common sense, rational Americans already knew. She's a Republican. She has made it pretty clear in various ways in the recent past, including hosting Tucker Carlson's show when he was out.
Yeah, she hosted Tucker Carlson's show. Tulsi Gabbard hosted Tucker Carlson's show. But she's anti-war, well, sort of. And she backed Bernie. So did Joe Rogan. Like, okay, let's hear some more.
Constantly rubbing elbows with all sorts of nefarious figures in the right wing, criticizing Democrats for what Republicans engage in far more than Democrats do. And I'll make that case with the receipts in just a moment. But I love this because it's this self-important announcement that she's leaving the Democratic Party over the one thing that Republicans have decided to make their politics about, which is anti-wokeness. That is the full extent of their political beliefs.
So I've always said this in, like, take this mask off. Let's just prop. I've always said this. If anger leads you to completely change your political compass, you weren't too deep in that political compass. I say the same thing with Jimmy Dore. He's angry because all the people were complaining and the wokeness and the jokes and all the good shit. Bill Maher's counter skating that line, the embarrassment that he did to Dave Rubin, and like some of the shit. So he's counter skating that line. But Jimmy Dore has completely gone off that fucking deep end. You get even people that were quote unquote on the far right, like Peter Coffin. I'm looking at non-compete is probably going to be another one that changes their whole mind on being upset about people. You get, of course, you have Des Tiny, of course. If you are so strong in your political beliefs, but it causes you to completely change and flip over, yeah. But let's hear some more of this shit.
Anti-wokeness. That's all they talk about. That's all they draw attention to. They've got nothing else. So without further ado, why don't we take a look at the entirety of her videos and do a breakdown just to point out the insane hypocrisy of what she claims.
Of course, don't forget about the brain dead Yeezus, Let's go.
Democrats are up to while completely providing cover for the right wing.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness.
Like, the whole thing about saying an elitist cabal, I'm like, could you just do like the JQ even harder? Like, what the fuck, man? Why do you have to use cabal? Because we know what that literally leads to. Because racists are stupid. And they're not creative at all, so they have to go back to the worst tropes there are. But let's go.
Elitist cabal is interesting framing, okay? Because she loves to hang out with elitists. I mean, she's good friends with Tucker Carlson, good friends with, well, before he passed away, Sheldon Adelson.
Oh shit, the world has gotten better. Sheldon Adelson has passed away. Fuck that guy. Let's go.
Hangs out with all sorts of elitists, to say the least. And in fact, if you just kind of take a look at the details on what she says about warmongers, the elitist cabal of warmongers, she kind of fits in that category. What do I mean? Well, Mrs. Aloha loves to pretend like she's the peace candidate, at least when she was
Did she just say Mrs. Aloha? Okay.
Running for president, that's what she kind of branded herself as. I'm all about aloha. I do yoga videos. I go surfing, and I'm anti-war. I'm anti-regime change war. But for anyone who takes even a moment to read into her congressional record, her past statements and various interviews that she's done, she's not the anti-war candidate, far from it. Let me give you the receipts, because that's what matters on this show. The actual evidence to back up the point that we're trying to make.
All right, so we can go through the evidence. It's just that when you look at the shit, like, there was a time where, and this is a shit that I don't get, like, there was a time where Tulsi Gabbard had came on for an interview, and Anna gave her shit. Anna was just like, no, she's, I looked into her record, I looked into her voting, and people was like, no, you're just making it up. No, Tulsi Gabbard is a piece of shit. She's always been a piece of shit. And now she can't hide it because, you starting to, like, show the motherfucker. You're literally showing the ball by hosting Tucker Carlson shows while he's gone. Of course you're not a fucking progressive. You don't care about that shit. Tulsi, who wanted to do more drone strikes on brown people because fuck them brown people. This is bullshit and this is stupid. And I don't see why people fall for this shit. I know, personally, if I was to go out with all of my channel and just leave the fucking shit up there and say, like, you know what, I'm a conservative now. Fuck all these people that are different and expressing on themselves. I would not be able to sleep with myself, but I'll make a shit ton of money. Even a channel as small as mine, I can make a shit ton of money. But I have integrity. Things that people like Tulsi or Dave Rubin or Candace Owens or Kanye actually have. I have integrity. And most of these motherfuckers will never know what that word means. Because all they have been chasing out all of their life is the fucking grift. And I'm sorry, I would rather be somebody that stands in my principle, struggling like I am, but standing in my principle of knowing who the fuck I am. And not just some fucking paid shield. Man, bye Felicia. Bye Tulsi. Good. Go ahead. Make sure when you sucking up for that money, make sure it's enough to last you as long as that motherfucking gravy chain runs the fuck out. Because eventually they will come for you. Eventually. They're going to win that war, or the people that they believe, well, no, they will never win that war because I'm fucking here. I will never let them win that war. I would have no more breath in my body before they win that war. It is a motherfucking thing. And, yeah. The grift is real. Anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe, and all the other good shit. And cut this segment right here.